Warner Brothers initially came to us to do an audit of their guest experience at the tour. The tour is very authentic. Guests have a really good time getting a chance to have a very personal, very private kind of tour that takes them backstage on the lot.
I think the thing that intrigued Warner Brothers most was the notion that at your tour, your visitors get to see a lot of stuff, but they don't get to do anything. So the big pitch was, now you get a chance to do it.
And so one of the things that we really decided to focus on was to give guests an opportunity to interact with movies.
There's this huge part of the craft of filmmaking that wasn't being addressed, of everything from script writing to casting to special effects, as well as celebrating some of the greatest moments. Once we identified the zones, we knew what the guest journey was going to be, going and finding the props and digging through their warehouses and working with their archivists to find the right materials to put on display when they have over 100 years of history was really fascinating.
My favorite part was going through the archives collection and working with Lisa Janae and her team to uncover some of the amazing artifacts that they have. In particular, and this is the one that really touches me, is a Blade Runner collection. So we opened one up. There's this crate, and there sitting before me is the big blimp from Blade Runner. Another refrigerated container had every cowl from every Batman film ever made.
As a geek of this stuff, you just got to be able to appreciate how amazing it is to get this close to this stuff. One of my favorite parts of Stage 48 is when you get to explore sound design and see what it's like to layer in the sound in that sound design, from just the voice tracks all the way through to every level of sound design up to the finished score. And I think it's one of the first times that guests really get a chance to appreciate how important sound is to television and motion picture production.
We really wanted to create moments that people would want to throw up on Instagram and say, I was here. The forced perspective table that we did from The Hobbit is a great example. Old trick, but everybody loves it and everybody takes a photo there. So when you see that popping up online, it's always really fun.
I think what they enjoy most, honestly, is the simple things that they get a chance to do, sitting on the Central Perk set and riding a Quidditch broom or the Batmobile. How can you argue that's got to be the highlight of the day? I'm most proud of the Legacy Room. I think that it is a piece that really sort of stamps Warner Brothers as the crucible of great Hollywood IP.
Hopefully when guests finish their tour at Warner Brothers Studios in Hollywood and they visit Stage 48, they will leave seeing an actual working film and television production facility, but having experienced for themselves a bit of what it's like to go through that TV and filmmaking process, going literally from script to screen.